Good morning, students. This is a chapter Study of Cells. I am Madhavi, your biology teacher from BRGS. So let's start the lesson. We have already covered some of the contents, introduction of cell. So what are cells? All organisms are made of small units called cells. Just like bricks build up a building, cells build up our body. Cells are basic units of an organism. Unicellular organisms are made of one cell, whereas multicellular organisms are made of many cells. Most of the cells are very small and they are not visible to the naked eye. They can only be observed under a microscope. Micron is the unit to measure the size of a cell. Okay, next let's move forward. So today we are going to learn about cell organelles. So comparing a cell to our body, country. Okay, so a cell is like a country. Animal cells have a variety of different structures that make them up and help them survive. So let us compare the cell membrane to the border of control. So the cell membrane controls all input-output interactions of the cell and dictates what particles may enter and what particles may exit through a process called selective permeability. So cell membrane is also called selective permeable membrane. Okay, so this can be compared to border of a control. And cell wall, political city boundary. So the cell wall provides the city with a solid framework that holds the cell together and defines what part of the cell is inside and what part is outside, and it also surrounds cell membrane and holds it together. So students, here the cell wall is different and the cell membrane is different. Okay, so the cell wall surrounds the cell membrane also and it holds all the cell organelles which are inside the cell. Okay, so this is about the cell wall. And this is the cytoplasm. The cytoplasm has jobs that allow transportation. Cytoplasm is like land and roads because it supports other systems in cell and goes across the whole cell. Okay, and this is very important of the cell. This is nucleus. The nucleus controls the whole cell, and the nucleus is like the government because it sends out information to the whole cell which helps govern its actions. Okay, so it controls the whole cell. Next, the nucleolus makes ribosomes. So the nucleolus is like the president because it controls the whole cell and sends out commands. Okay, so where the nucleolus present? In the nucleus. And this is chromosomes. So these are chromosomes. The chromosomes pass down information. So what is the function of the chromosomes? It passes down information. So the chromosomes are like laws of the country because they tell the cell what to do and are passed down from one generation to the next. So this is about chromosome. And this is about vacuole. So the vacuole isolates harmful materials. So the vacuole is like a jail and a storage facility because it isolates harmful things, and some vacuoles store water also and waste products and food until they are needed. Okay, they store food, water, and some of the waste products also until they need it. So next, mitochondria. Mitochondria is like power plants because it produces energy for the cell to use. These are like power plants, mitochondria of the cell. Next are ribosomes. The ribosomes make proteins. Okay, very important for the cell. The ribosomes are like farmers because they produce the protein for the cell. So the farmers are backbone for our country. So the same like that, ribosomes are also very important for the cell because they make proteins. Very good. Next. So next is endoplasmic reticulum. The endoplasmic reticulum transports proteins. So ribosomes make proteins and endoplasmic reticulum transports proteins. So the ER means the short form of endoplasmic reticulum. Okay, the ER is like a food processing plant because it produces and transports proteins that are used to sustain life. Next are lysosomes. So the lysosomes break up food so it is usable. The lysosome is like a grocery store because it breaks down the large quantities of food that it receives from the endoplasmic reticulum. Okay, and lysosomes are also called suicidal bags because when the cell becomes weak or old, what happens, these lysosomes destroys the cell itself. So that is why these lysosomes called suicidal bags of the cell. Next, these are Golgi apparatus, are also called Golgi complex. So these Golgi apparatus, the structure is like, these are membrane sacs. Sac means bag like structure. Okay, so see here, these are how it is like membrane sacs. Okay, one by one, step by step are there. So, and what is the function of this? This is it transports or ships. Okay, it ships proteins. Means what? It transports proteins. Golgi apparatus. Next, these are plastids. Plastids are like three types: chloroplast, chromoplast, and leucoplast. So chloroplast is green color pigment, okay, which is in plants mostly, and it produces and store glucose. And chromoplast, it contains carotenoids, which is in the color of red, orange, and yellow. Okay, and found in flowers and fruits. Chromoplast. And leucoplast is colorless and it contains no pigment, used to store starch. Okay, fine, very good. So let's see, I hope you will enjoy this video. So, and at the same time you learn. Okay, try to learn the content. Let's start.
Today's the day we're gonna learn about the cell. If I teach it okay, you'll know it very well. So listen up, 6th graders, no room left for haters. Let's talk about the building blocks of life, cells that make us.
Cells, they're made of organelles. Try to pull it fast when the cytoplasm gels. The nucleus takes over, controlling everything. The party don't stop till the membrane box is seen. Inside the vacuole, we can float around for hours. Running around with chloroplast, loving sunlight showers. Cells, they're made of organelles.
First things first, there's two different types, animal and plant cells that make up all life. The little things that make up microscopic cells, the main structures, yeah. We call them organelles. Now let's break it down and get some information. How do cells work? It's a crazy combination.
Cells, they're made of organelles. Try to pull it fast when the cytoplasm gels. The nucleus takes over, controlling everything. The party don't stop till the membrane box is seen. Inside the vacuole, we can float around for hours, running around with chloroplasts, loving sunlight showers. Cells, they're made of organelles.
The cell membrane is a border patrol. Who can cross over? The membrane lets them know. The gooey stuff inside is called the cytoplasm. It holds the organelles. Don't worry, plasm has them. In the middle of the cell, you find the big brain. The nucleus surrounded by nuclear membrane. Don't forget the vacuole. It's filled up with water. It's a basic need for life when the
Rap keeps getting hotter.
Cells, they're made of organelles. Try to pull it fast when the cytoplasm gels. The nucleus takes over, controlling everything. The party don't stop till the membrane box is seen. Inside the vacuole, we can float around for hours, running around with chloroplasts, loving sunlight showers. Cells, they're made of organelles.
The mitochondria is something every cell needs, breaking down the food and releasing energy. There's a place inside the cell where chemicals are stored. The squiggly bodies releasing even more.
Yo, hanging in the cell is endoplasmic reticulum, synthesizing enzymes for respiration. And if you still think that this rap is whack, remember ribosomes making proteins getting jacked.
Cells, they're made of organelles. Try to pull it fast when the cytoplasm gels. The nucleus takes over, controlling everything. The party don't stop till the membrane box is seen. Inside the vacuole, we can float around for hours, running around with chloroplasts, loving sunlight showers. Cells, they're made of organelles.
Looking at the plant cell, weird and green. 2 more parts is all it takes, you see. Cell wall knows what's up when it comes to keeping structure. Strong with cellulose, the cell can't get much tougher. CHLORO. Plast, these little green machines are having a blast. Photosynthesize and filled with chlorophyll. They hit the cell club, running up a high bill.
Cells, they're made of organelles. Try to pull it fast when the cytoplasm gels. The nucleus takes over, controlling everything. The party don't stop till the membrane box is seen. Inside the vacuole, we can float around for hours, running around with chloroplasts, loving sunlight showers. Cells, they're made of organelles.
I hope you enjoyed the video and thank you for watching. Have a great day.